Be honest with me for a second. You probably bought this Logitech MK270 because it was cheap, wireless, and it just works. But right now, it probably feels like a basic $30 keyboard. In this video, I will show you 3 simple hacks that can make it feel way closer to a $100 setup. We are going to turn these useless gray keys into custom shortcuts, fix that annoying wireless lag, and even upgrade how this thing sounds on your desk. So stick around because after this, you might fall in love with this cheap little board again. Cue the intro. What's happening, beautiful people? Jim here. I make simple tech videos that can help make our lives a little bit easier. Today, we are going to unlock the hidden potential of the Logitech MK270. So if you already own this combo or you're thinking of grabbing a cheap wireless keyboard, I will show you how to make it feel way more premium without buying a new one. So if you like practical real-world tips like this, hit that like button and consider subscribing so you do not miss the rest of my budget tech upgrade videos. Alright, for hack number 1, this is the fun one. We are going to turn your boring top row keys into custom shortcut buttons. You know, those great keys on the MK270, the email button, the home button, the calculator, media buttons. Most people never touch them, or they open apps you do not even use anymore. So we are going to remap at least one of those keys to something you actually use daily, like screenshots, file explorer, task manager, or even a launcher shortcut. To do this, we are going to use a free tool from Microsoft called PowerToys. Let's go to my desk. Alright, hack number 1. First things first, download PowerToys from Microsoft Store. But since I already have it, for you should say Microsoft Store somewhere here. But if you can't find that, click on Apps here and then PowerToys. Search for apps in the Microsoft Store. The first option should be Microsoft PowerToys. Then what you need to do is install it and then open it. So once you open it, you should see a window with a list of tools right here. Okay, so what I need you to do is go to input and output, then click on keyboard manager. This is where we are going to remap one physical key on your MK27. So first, what you need to do is make sure that this enable keyboard manager is on. I think by default it is off, so just click on it. And as you can see, I have already remapped some of the physical keys here. But let me show you how to do that. So let's say, for example, I want to remap my play and pause button to open Dota 2. First things first, click on remap a key, then add key remapping, then click on select, and this is where you actually press physically whatever button you choose. Okay, so in this case, play, pause, media. Click OK. So now what I need to do is I need to go and search for Dota 2. Okay, and then open file location. You should see an internet shortcut there. Right click on that, then go to properties. Then here, my shortcut is Control-Alt-2. You can do whatever. In my case, it's just Control plus Alt plus 2. So once you do that, click Apply and then click OK. So if I press Control-Alt-2, Dota should actually start. There we go. So now we know that works. Let's go back to remap keys. So in this case, if I press play, pause, media, I want to make sure that it goes to this key shortcut, which I did earlier, Control-Alt-2. So press OK, and now press OK. If this warning pops up, just continue anyway. Now, if I press the play, pause button, Dota 2 should show up. Higher-end keyboards have macro keys and dedicated shortcut buttons. You just created your own. You can do this for more than one key. Pick the keys you never use and turn them into shortcuts for what you do every single day. Screenshots, task manager, your note apps, your browser, whatever makes sense for you. This is the first big jump from cheap keyboard to custom productivity board. Hack number 2 solves the classic complaint with cheap wireless keyboards: input lag and missed keystrokes. Most of the time, the problem is not with the keyboard. It is where you plugged in the USB receiver. So take a look at your PC. If the Logitech receiver is plugged into the back of your desktop, surrounded by metal, cables, and other USB devices, that is bad for the signal. The wireless signal has to fight through the case, the desk, and sometimes even the floor. So here's the easy fix. Unplug the receiver from the back of the PC, then plug it into a front USB port instead. Or plug it into a short USB extension cable, like this, or a USB hub that sits on top of the desk closer to the keyboard. The goal is simple: get the receiver out in the open, as close to the keyboard as possible, and not buried behind metal. Hack number 3 is the thought upgrade. We are not going to open the keyboards or do crazy mods. We are just going to change what is under it. Right now, if your MK270 is sitting directly on a hard desk like this, every key press vibrates the plastic into the desk. That is why it can sound hollow, plasticky, and a bit rattly. So what you need to do is grab a simple desk mat or a large mouse pad. It does not have to be expensive. Even a basic one like this from Amazon will do. Put the mat on your desk, then place the MK270 on top of it. Now, it will not magically turn this into a premium mechanical keyboard, but it does make it feel less cheap every time you type. So now, your MK270 is not just a random budget keyboard anymore. You have custom keyboard shortcuts, smoother wireless performance, and a nicer sound and feel on the desk. Tell me in the comments, which key are you going to remap first? The email key, the home key, calculator, or something else? If this video helped you, hit like so more MK270 owners can see it. Subscribe for more simple, practical tech upgrades you can actually do at home. And check the description for the links to the tools and accessories I mentioned. Thanks for sticking with me until the end, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!